Hi guys, welcome to Family Create. Hope you're all doing well. So today I'm going to unbox and review a Bluetooth keyboard case for my Galaxy Z Fold 4. It also works with Fold 3 and Fold 2. Here we go. It's navy. Feels nice. Soft rubbery plastic. Opens up. So at the back the case has a magnetic snap closure. And then inside we've got the keyboard. So it's by a company called Baifu and it's water resistant, so that's good. The color is black, but I'm disappointed because this does not look black to me. This looks more like navy. There was an option of black, green or carbon fiber black. I went for the plain black and it looks navy to me. Anyway, let's unpack and have a look. Okay, so the keyboard is actually magnetically stuck together, so you can actually use it on its own or with the case. So let's take this off. Here we go. It's very light. Feels very nice. And the keyboard has its own battery, so you can charge it. Also, it does come with a charging lid. So here's the charging lid. It's a USB-A to USB-C charging lid. Very short. Okay, so let's go back onto the keyboard. So you can see all the different lights up for caps, Wi-Fi, charging, power, connection, on and off switch, and it actually feels quite good actually to type. Feels good, nice and bouncy, and it's a really good size. So I guess once I connect it we'll see, but once you connect it you probably get more of the screen on the Fold to use, rather than having, when you're using the screen, you get the half of it covered by the virtual keyboard. And at the back here, I guess this is because, so it's magnetic, magnetically connects to the case. Okay, so let's look at the case in a bit more detail, and then we'll look at the keyboard again. And if we look at the size, it's 20 centimeter by 14 centimeter. If I just put the Fold 4 phone on top, you can see roughly how big it is. Slightly bigger. Okay, so let's open it up. The magnetic shut is quite strong. If you can hear the force, it's quite strong. And then inside, the keyboard goes here, and then we have a pen slot, and then here's the top cover, and then this is the closure. I guess when you put it into a stand for your phone while you're working, you fold it back into a triangle, so it'll sit like this basically, and it'll be like that. So it has strong support at the back. Let's put the phone on and see. So here we go. It's quite stable, but I guess if you have slippery surface you have to be careful, but it will take the weight and sit still in that position. So let's put the pen in the pen slot. Okay, and you can also use both landscape and portrait orientation. Looks good. And shall we try the keyboard on now? Okay, let's try the keyboard. Okay, so the keyboard's on. That's really looking good. This is perfect for when you're working on DeX mode. And if we go into See what I mean here? When you have a separate keyboard, you won't get that half of the screen taken by the digital keyboard. You have the whole screen to see, and then you have your keyboard here to work on. The keyboard is very nicely and securely attached. It's actually, the magnetic connection is quite strong, so you have to put quite a bit of force to take it off, so you won't fall off. If you were to pick it up, it's not going to fall off. So the keyboard has a standard quarterly layout, as you can see. It's got the control, alt button, option, command, got the up and down key, shift, enter, delete. If we look at just our iMac keyboard, it's all there here as well. I like the color, the black I think goes really well. So let's connect the keyboard to the phone and see. Just to mention that while the phone rests on the back here, the pen slot actually supports it from falling further down. So with the back and the pen slot that holds the phone, there's no magnetic connection to the phone or the case cover. It's just sitting there purely. So let's turn the case on. Connect. Okay, so I can see the Wi-Fi button clicking. Okay, let's go to the Bluetooth. And we can see there's the Bluetooth keyboard. Click on that. It's now pairing. Okay, so it's asking whether it should be paired. We're going to say yes, pair it. Yep, it's connected. We can see it here. You can see Bluetooth keyboard is connected. If we go into the setting here, we can see it's now text input and it's on, so we can start using it. Okay, let's go to notes. Here we go. You can see it's typing away. It's actually feels quite good. Yeah, comfortable to use, to type. I think the best thing about this keyboard is the fact that the keyboards are enough spaced out that you're not, when you're typing, you're not actually touching other keys like you would do on the screen and end up making typos. It's definitely something that I'd consider using and taking with me when I'm traveling. So let's look at, okay, so if we go to caps, you can see it's now light up and you can now type and it's caps lock. Okay, yeah, so if you do shift caps lock, it works. You can delete. You got shift on both sides. Let's do some numbers. Explanation mark. Okay, so if we do shift, you do get the explanation mark. Numbers, you get numbers. Yep, numbers. So you've got all the keys there and it works. It's fantastic. And then you got shortcuts to, you may create. So the case will actually work with pretty much any Bluetooth devices, and it's compatible with iOS, Android and Windows, and it will work with most Bluetooth supported device. So it's working on Fold 4, it'll work on Fold 3, it'll actually work on the S22 as well. Let's show you. Actually, let's pair it up with the S22 now and show you that it works with the S22. Okay, so There we go. The Bluetooth keyboard. Select it, and it's now pairing. And then it's asking to give permission. Pair. And it's connected. If we go in, we can see it says text input connected. So let's go back and where is it? There we are. Let's open Samsung Note. The keyboard. Okay. There you go. It's even better for smaller phones because obviously when you've got the keyboard, as you saw earlier, it took up almost the whole of the screen. With the keyboard, you have the whole screen to see, and you can type as you like, and you can see everything really well. So you can also use the case with iPads and any devices with Bluetooth, I guess, will work. So I've just turned the dark mode off, so it looks better now on the video. So as I was saying, you can type, and I just want to see if it works. Same with the numbers working fine. Caps lock, delete, everything's working perfectly fine. And then you need the arrow key going up and down, sideways. So basically you've got a whole station that you can take along anywhere you're traveling, and then a Bluetooth mouse which you can. Sadly, I think one disappointing thing is if there was a small trackpad or something, that would have been perfect, so you don't have to have a mouse, but obviously there's no trackpad, so you need a little Bluetooth mouse to go along. So you've got the whole station set up. No matter where you go, you've got a tiny little laptop with you all the time wherever you go. Just to quickly also mention, the keyboard itself is 20 centimeter by 12.5 centimeter. Also, in terms of charging, the first time charging 6 hours, after which anytime you recharge 2 hours, and then you'll get a full, I think approximately 30 hours of usage from each charge, which is great if you're, going somewhere for the day. You don't have to think about recharging your keyboard on the road. So it has auto power off and sleep mode function, so that will help conserve battery. Let's swap the phones over. Okay, now back onto the Fold. Let's try portrait and see how it works. We'll need to connect it again because we swapped over phones. Also, once you pair it with one device, you won't have to repair it, but because I've swapped over devices, I have to do the repair again. Now every time you turn off and then put your phone back on again, it'll just automatically connect. Okay, let's use the pen. Okay, let's try a darker color. Okay, there we go. You can use the pen. It feels rather nice actually to use the pen, but you can do drawing, sketching, writing at the same time as using the keyboard as well. Okay, just to quickly show also, you don't actually need the case. You could just take the keyboard off, so you can actually use the keyboard on its own. You don't need to be using the case, and the keyboard is quite compact. By the way, I thought the keyboard may light up, so I'm disappointed that the keyboard doesn't light up, as a lot of the time I do spend in the bed typing, so that's disappointing. It would have been rather nice to have that feature. So let's look at the pros and cons of this case. I guess the best part is that you can turn this into a mini laptop station wherever you go, and it's hassle-free. It's got good battery life. You don't have to worry about charging during journeys. It also has its own pen holder, small enough to fit in your handbag. The downside for me is that it doesn't have a trackpad, which means if I need it, I'll have to carry a mouse with me. Also, the keyboard doesn't light up, which is quite disappointing. Anyway, it's a very sturdy case, so when you're typing, it's not going to move or slip. The only thing I worry a little about is the fact that the phone is just sitting there against the backdrop and the pen holder is holding it up. So I do worry about that just in case it falls off. Other than that, I think it's a fantastic keyboard, perfect for people on the move, and so far I'm really liking it. That's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, please do give it a like and support us by subscribing. Until next time, do take care. Bye bye.